precepts incense, samadhi incense, wisdom incense, stick of lighted incense spreading to all Dharma realms. Honor and respect to the incense cloud, Bodhisattva. Honor and respect to the incense cloud, Bodhisattva. Honor and respect to the incense cloud, Bodhisattva. I pray this wonderful incense cloud will spread out to all the worlds in the 10 directions as an offering to all the Buddhas, wonderful Dharmas and Bodhisattvas, endless Sravaka assembly and all saints and sages. I pray it will form an altar of light and do the Buddha's work according to its true nature. I pray it will benefit all sentient beings so they will all raise the Bodhisattva, depart from evil karma, and attain the highest way. Dharma King without higher honor in the 3 worlds without comparison, the guiding teacher of heaven and man, Father of the 4 kinds of being, I now in one thought take refuge, able to destroy 3 times karma, praise and admiration even 100,000 kalpas cannot extinguish. I bow respectfully to all directions of space, all realms, past, present, and future, the 10 directions, all Buddhas, the honored Dharma, the enlightened Sangha, and the permanent 3 treasures. I bow respectfully to the Master of the Samsara world, our own teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha, to the future coming Maitreya Buddha, to the great wisdom Manjusri Bodhisattva, to the great efforts of Mantrabhadra Bodhisattva, Dharma Protector Bodhisattvas, and the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas assembling at the great holy mountain. I respectfully bow to the great love, great compassion, Amitabha Buddha, the Western Paradise, to the great compassion of Avalokiteshvara Buddha, to the great power Mahasatthapa Bodhisattva, to the great vow Kashidi-garbha Bodhisattva, and to the Bodhisattvas in the pure ocean.
Mahaprajna Paramita Heart Sutra. Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, when practicing deeply the Prajna Paramita, clearly saw that all 5 skandhas are empty and passed beyond immense respect, greater than mountains or oceans, for all Buddhas of the 10 directions. Forever let me have a timeless love spreading out from the 3 high levels of existence, like rain on all sentient beings, creating peaceful lives for them all. Together without hatred, together without war, let those who commit wrongdoings believe in reincarnation and karma, so that they may turn towards right action. Please let the blind see and the deaf will hear, the poor have clothes and food, and the sick be cured of all illness. Please let men all be free from ignorance, so they would be born into human form and learn the Buddha's way. Please let the roaming ghost in the other world be free from a destiny of constant hunger and follow the Buddha's teaching. Please let the one suffering in the hells kindle the light of compassion in their hearts, so that their pain will end. O Buddhas of the 10 directions and Bodhisattvas, I pray that you will bring the holy Dharmas to shine in the thousands of worlds, so that no matter where we happen to be, we always will meet with the wonderful teachings and always have a chance to practice being humble, respecting all people, embracing virtue, sharing and worshiping goodness, and helping others who are in need. Please let me be calm no matter what the situation I'm in, even if somebody hurts me with words or by design. Let me be wisdom then helps others in order to show gratitude to the Buddha. Please let me be strong in my determination to study the way, not a minute of straying, not an hour of dreaming. Let me be in a perfect, serene state of mind. Let me master deep meditation, which will bring a clear mind. My true nature will manifest, my ego will eventually dissipate. Let me be awakened without a trace of pride. Without a trace of pride, no matter how advanced the stage I'm in, I will always find my weakness. Let me keep going without stopping at any time. I have to go on to the absolute state without boundaries, where my mind is one with the Buddha's mind. And in million forms of life, of birth and death cycles incessantly, I will always help others. O Buddhas of the 10 directions, please come and acknowledge my prayer. Hear my earnest vow rising, I offer to the 3 treasures.
And you'll just be repeating full men.
Homage to the Buddhas of the 10 quarters. Homage to the Dharma pervading the 10 quarters.
Homage to the Dharma pervading the 10 quarters.
Homage to the Sangha in the 10 quarters.
Homage to the Sangha in the 10 quarters.
Homage to Shakyamuni, the Buddha, who is our master.
Homage to Shakyamuni, the Buddha, who is our master.
Homage to Vairocana, the Buddha of the pure Dharmakaya.
Homage to Vairocana, the Buddha of the pure Dharmakaya.
Homage to Lochana, the Buddha of the Sambhogakaya.
Homage to Lochana, the Buddha of the Sambhogakaya.
Homage to Maitreya, the Buddha of the future.
Homage to Maitreya, the Buddha of the future.
Homage to Amitabha, the Buddha of the Western Paradise.
Homage to the Amitabha, the Buddha of the Western Paradise.
Homage to Manjushri, the Bodhisattva personifying wisdom.
Homage to Manjushri, the Bodhisattva personifying wisdom.
Homage to Samantrabhadra, the Bodhisattva of compassion and skillful means.
Homage to Samantrabhadra, the Bodhisattva of compassion and skillful means.
Homage to Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva who is the great compassionate and pity one, ready to save beings from affliction.
Homage to Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva who is the great compassionate and pitying one, ready to save beings from afflictions.
Homage to Kshitigarbha, the Bodhisattva of the six realms.
Homage to Kshitigarbha, the Bodhisattva of the six realms.
Please be seated.
All the evil karma created by me since of old, on account of greed, anger, and folly, which have no beginning, born of my body, mouth, and mind, I now make full open confession of it. All the evil karma created by me since of old, on account of greed, anger, and folly, which have no beginning, born of my body, mouth, and mind, I now make full open confession of it. All the evil karma created by me since of old, on account of greed, anger, and folly, which have no beginning, born of my body, mouth, and mind, I now make full open confession of it. The first precept is not to take life. Has anyone not kept this precept? Again, the first precept is not to take life. Has anyone not kept this precept? For the last time, the first precept is not to take life. Has anyone not kept this precept? The second precept is not to commit adultery. Has anyone not kept this precept? Again, the second precept is not to commit adultery. Has anyone not kept this precept? For the last time, the second precept is not to commit adultery. Has anyone not kept this precept? The third precept is not to take, but not to become intoxicated. Has anyone not kept this precept? Again, the third precept is not to become intoxicated. Has anyone not kept this precept? For the last time, the third precept is not to become intoxicated. Has anyone not kept this precept? The fourth precept is not to take what is not given to one. Has anyone not kept this precept? Again, the fourth precept is not to take what is not given to one. Has anyone not kept this precept? For the last time, the fourth precept is not to take what is not given to one. Has anyone not kept this precept? The fifth precept is not to speak that which might harm others. Has anyone not kept this precept? Again, the fifth precept is not to speak that which might harm others. Has anyone not kept this precept? For the last time, the fifth precept is not to speak that which might harm others. Has anyone not kept his precept? Bell. Bell. I take
Refuge in the Buddha, who has complete compassion and wisdom.
I take refuge in the Dharma, which guides to detachment. I take refuge in the Sangha, which is harmonious and respected by all. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. 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 Namo Three quick vows. So you have a special treat today. What's the matter? Oh, Steve's looking worried about something. Okay. Venerable Thich Tam Mung, who I started calling Vui, is going to speak with you. We're developing his public address
Thank you.
persona. We've tried something and we're still working on it. I got a request for the Sunday service to be put up on YouTube or somewhere for people that live out of state that have come here and moved away. And so we recorded a couple of those, and the nut we're trying to crack right now, we may have the magic. We're going to try again to upload it to YouTube. We uploaded a short thing, no problem. Tried to upload the service, kind of modified. We're not doing the meditation during that. We tell people, go ahead and do the meditation before you watch that. So we're talking like 40 minutes. And so I talked the first time. He talked the second time, and he's still developing his technique. So he's going to talk again today and take some of the suggestions that were made. I will tell you that we're not having lunch today. The monks have something, but we invite you for lunch starting next week. I'll call Miss Lon and say, okay, we're back in business, so as long as you keep 6 feet between you and strangers, we're all right. Okay, and so we'll have good Vietnamese food. I don't know if you've had good Vietnamese food, maybe you had bad Vietnamese food, but this is good Vietnamese food. And just so you know, it's nothing to worry about. but I have 2 doctors that have told me that now and for the rest of my life, I need to be on oxygen 24 hours a day. And I don't know whether my friend that plays music with me here may have noticed how strong my voice was today. That's for the last 3 days, 24-hour oxygen. I'm out of denial now, and I'm accepting my limitations as a young man approaching age. Someday I'll be old as him. So without further ado, Venerable Mung. Can I get 6 feet between you and me?
Hello, welcome. I'm a little excited today, seeing everyone once again, getting back into
Get
scheduled
that
services.
microphone a little bit closer to you, since I know you didn't change the setting on it.
No, I didn't. What is Buddhism? Is it a religion, philosophy, a practice, or a practice? There's a blind man, was taken to a zoo, shown all the different animals, and they take him to go see the elephant. And, he touches the ears of the elephant, and they asked him, well, what is the elephant? Well, it's like a fan, right? Because of the ears. He touches the legs. He says, oh, it's like a pillar of a building. What is a park? You might see trees, you might see a playground, you might even see water. When somebody asks you, what is a park? A park is just a park. An elephant is just an elephant. What is the Desert Zen Center? It's in the desert. Lots of cactus, lots of wildlife. What is the Desert Zen Center? What is our perceptions of what we see, what we immerse ourselves in? Because we choose to place ourselves in this atmosphere. How are we responding? What are the external influences that we are allowing to dictate our emotions and feelings and thoughts? Or do we, in our practice? Being mindful. Mindfulness is being in the awareness of the present moment and recognizing everything as they are, not preconceived ideas, just letting things be. And seeing the situations that I've been seeing in the news and how people are just being influenced and allowing themselves to respond in a way that's not kind. They're harming others, all by choice. But here in the other side of the world, there could be peace. People are choosing to respond in a way that's not unifying, because their preconceived ideas of the circumstances are taking place, not supporting one another. So, in practice, in meditation, sitting, meditation, being still, when the mind gets diluted with all these thoughts that make you astray from the present moment, those distractions, when you're breathing, it takes you away from your thoughts. Because if you're focused on your breathing, the posture, the intake of the air, you're no longer thinking of what distractions there may be in your circumstances. You're aware of them, yes. My hands are hurting. Being a hairdresser, my hands are always movement. And the last couple of months, I've been using the shovel and raking, using different muscles. So placing yourself at a park or at the beach, at this center, are you truly letting go and allowing what arises within you, letting them go? It's all about detachments. And I've discovered within myself, I have attachments to a lot of things. Photographs or just things. It's like I don't need them. They could be a benefit to others, or whatever it may be. A pair of shoes that I don't even use, I can give them to somebody that might benefit. So rightful living, taking the opportunity of making a right choice of letting go is not only benefiting yourself, but it creates an atmosphere of things fall into place. I find things are a little bit more smoother when you stop resisting. And sometimes when you have a great master, like Roshi An Giao, who challenges you on what you think, what you believe, he's not questioning you if it's right or wrong. It's like, well, do you believe it's right or wrong? What attachments do you have? Let it go. In the littlest ways of just your daily activity. And that's the great benefit that I am experiencing, just living here at the center. And today being my birthday, and just really reflecting on that. Am I still attached to the past? Reflecting on the past, what was, what could be, what direction am I going in? No, let that all go, just be present. And you'll see the results. Just be present, just like working out here, cleaning up. The results are, wow, things are looking really nice and it's functional. It's like clearing the mind, right? Removing all the dust and the cloud. Everything's become, there's clarity of mind. And with clarity of mind, you have clarity of right decision making, right behavior, clarity of communication. That's a big, communication with me is something I'm growing in. And because with communication, you're opening up yourself. Hopefully your true Buddha nature will reveal itself and not the conditioning self that is here. And so, that solution will be you'll have a peace of mind. You'll be happy. And because people, like coming here to the desert, some people might say, oh, there's rodents, there's snakes, there's cactus. You have all these little fears. I don't want to go out there. But if we really stop and pay attention and look at what is a cactus, or what are these little creatures doing out here? They're just living their life. They're sentient being life. So, just really reflecting on the blind man, going by his senses of just touch, and maybe sight, hearing and smell, being attached to those senses, and seeing the whole picture. Yes, he might just be feeling that ear, feeling that trunk, or the leg. It's just an elephant. It's just a part. And coming here to the center and living here, sometimes we're stuck on what we want to see. Just let it be what it is. Yeah, those cactus might have thorns. People's attitudes might have a little edginess. It's still the center. It's still a meditation center where Buddhism is practiced and shared. And the great experience of being in the present moment is a great opportunity to experience life. And life is meant to be filled with joy, peace, and love. And recognizing that in all things, there's such a light that shines forth amidst like the sun that shines through the clouds or through the trees. It's still the sun. There's nothing, it doesn't change because there's a shadow. That it's so. So, thank you for giving me this opportunity to really experience a little bit of recognizing my Buddha nature and through my practice. It's coming to a vote. welcome to approach the altar to offer incense.
So we keep it